Lucky escape after an encounter with a shark at Cable Beach at Broome in Western Australia. Sam Heseltine was 50 metres offshore when he felt a big bump underneath, and it wasn't until he was back on the sand that he noticed there were actually teeth marks lodged into his board.
So luckily Sam wasn't hurt, but authorities are now investigating whether his close call was with the same shark that killed a man less than 3 weeks ago. And joining us for more is shark expert Darryl McPhee on the Gold Coast. Darryl, thanks for your time this morning. We know fatalities are at a 90-year high. Why is there so much shark activity at the moment?
Well, we've seen about the same number of shark incidents this year as we do in most years, in most recent years. We're getting much better at locating and spotting sharks, and we have a lot more people in the water over the years as time goes on. So all those factors add up to the situation we see now.
So do you think there's not so much more sharks out there, we're just getting better at spotting them?
We don't really know what the shark populations are, so we don't actually have trends in the key shark populations. We do know some of their key coastal food resources, such as humpback whales, have increased, which may see a number of shark species, such as the white shark, spending more time in the coastal zone near surfers and swimmers.
So, Darryl, just looking at this case in Broome, if the shark is found to be the same one from a fatal attack some weeks ago, what should happen in your mind?
In terms of that WA incident, it is quite likely that it's the same shark or the same sized shark. Certainly, the surfer was extremely lucky. Had those jaws missed the board and got his leg, he may have had a very serious injury. It'll be up to the WA government as to what happens if that specific shark is located, which in effect is actually highly unlikely in any case.
So, I mean, that's it. I mean, how easy is it to then to go out and find this shark, and how do you know that that was the shark that was responsible?
It's extremely difficult. Sharks don't have name tags, and there can be a lot of sharks present in the ocean. So the chances of catching the actual shark that was responsible for a bite is extremely low.
So are there certain areas that we're likely to see more shark activity going on this summer?
Yes, so particularly with the weather system we're going to have on the Australian east coast over the next few months, the La Nina system, there's going to be more rainfall, more flooding, and that's a time that you actually expect to see a lot of increased bull shark activity in the coastal zone, particularly adjacent to river mouths, so the Richmond River, for example, in northern New South Wales. So I expect to see, after flooding rains, that there's an enhanced risk to bull shark bites, anywhere from Sydney north to southern Queensland.
And just thinking about Cable Beach over in WA, I mean, you're more likely usually to spot a croc there than what you would a shark. What advice do you have for people there, considering that you had this fatality about 3 weeks ago and we saw this encounter yesterday? Would you advise people not to go into the water, not to head out too deep, or to avoid going in at certain times of the day?
I think I don't think we should be, as a nation, staying away from our beaches, not going into the water and enjoying the leisure activities. But we do need to think about what we are doing in the water. So we need to think about swimming between the flags or undertaking our activities between the flags, not going out alone, avoiding dawn and dusk. And the big one that's coming up in my research is avoiding a lot of marine activities. So a lot of shark bites have occurred when people have noticed a lot of bait fish in the water, a lot of dolphins, a lot of bird activity. So when you see those conditions, that's a shark smorgasbord, so don't add yourself to that smorgasbord.
Yeah, that's very good advice there. All right, Darryl, thanks for your time this morning. I mean, and it is the debate we have at this time of year, isn't it? Coming into summer every single year. How do you protect sharks? How do you protect humans? And I'm not sure we've come up with an exact solution there just yet.